Hey guys, my name is Derek and you're watching Always En Route. Just want to say a quick thank you to those who recently subscribed. The channel's doing pretty good. It's growing a little bit in the recent month, so we're thankful for all of you. In this video, I want to answer the question, is Airstream enough? Sometimes we get people that'll walk by us and talk about how much they like Airstreams, or they ask us how we like the Airstream, and of course we like it. One thing they often say is that our Airstream's big enough. I just can't do it without a slide. So could you do it without a slide? Is it enough for 2 people, 4 people? We're going to answer some of those questions. If you already have an Airstream, you already know the answers. If you're searching for an Airstream, this might help you pick one. So let's go. Okay, so one of the first things we want to talk about is the Airstream that we have is a 27-foot Flying Cloud front bedroom. When we talk about space, this is the dining room table. We use this like a multi-functional table. This is where we eat, and Tammy usually sits on that side, and I sit on this side. I usually do my video editing here. Tammy does a lot of crocheting. For us, this would be perfect size. I mean, we have plenty of room for both of us, but if you had to put 4 people in here, it could be a little bit small. We've had 4 people in here.
Mm-hmm. You kind of squeeze in, you just kind of scooch in.
Yeah, kind of like on each other, you know, a little bit, but it works. It has worked, and we've had other people sit in here along our couch, which we'll show you in a second. And I think we've had up to 6 people in here. Mm-hmm. We could sit 6 people in here fairly well. We really like it.
To customize my space, I actually took out the cushions that were behind me so that I could just put a couple extra pillows so that I could like scooch back, and I have a little ottoman under here that I like to use, and I can kind of have like a lounge area. Be able to put my feet up and crochet on my lap and, you know, watch something on the table. It works perfectly for me. It's my cozy little corner.
It is cozy. That's for sure. Yeah. Our home. So this is our couch. Other than sitting here, when we have people come over here, we'll have them sit here, which can easily, as you can see, will fit 2 people. Mm-hmm. But sometimes also Tammy and I, if we want to watch the TV that's right there, we will all sit back here and can watch the television. It's a lot of room for us.
Also, we've used this area for sleeping when we've had visitors come. When our grandkids came, we just put the table down, and they loved having that little area over there. So it fits little people and adults.
Not only does this table go down and make a bed area there, but underneath here, this slides out. There's a board here that's a board. They have a piece
it's like
here.
A shelf that folds out.
A shelf that purposely folds out for to make it wider and to make it an actual full-size
So this
bed
like
here.
could be this whole big, huge lounge area.
If you fold this all out, it's a large sleeping area. If you were full-time or using it all the time, you always have to break it down, I guess.
Or you could leave it that way. I've seen people do that before, where they've just put the table down and they just leave the couch. It's just kind of like a big lounge area, and then they just make it into a bed at night and then put pillows in that and just leave it that way. And
if you're into that.
Yeah.
I'm not.
So this is my kitchen. It has a pantry, a microwave, more pantry. I'm so thankful for all the pantry space, actually. Has a 3-burner stove, oven, refrigerator, which is plenty big enough for the 2 of us. It doesn't have a lot of counter space, but for us, we don't really need a lot of counter space. So we have, you know, we do drip coffee. I don't have a bread machine or any kind of like electric mixer stand that I need to put out, or toasters. I do have an Instant Pot. I will use that occasionally, but I'm pretty minimal when it comes to cooking, like cooking supplies. I have a saucepan, a 10-inch frying pan, and then a cast iron skillet. We also do a lot of cooking outside. For inside, you know, it's just pretty basic. The 3 burners is plenty. The oven works great. Sometimes, you know, it does get a little tight in here depending on what you're going on, and you might have to like come around here and use some of this teeny tiny little counter space. You'd be a little creative, but really it's worked for the 2 of us. Fridge is right here. I can just, you know, grab what I need, and it works great. Nice big round sink. Thankful for my little kitchen. It works perfectly for us.
Go ahead.
You go.
Okay, so, you know, with the lack of pop-outs, you don't have a lot of room here. We constantly do that. You're going to go first, who's going to walk by, and somebody will start walking, the other person has to kind of slide back there just to get by. It's just something you just get used to. Is it that big of a deal so I can have pop-outs and the problems maybe you have with pop-outs? Not for us. We like it. Okay, again, so when we're talking about space, this is our wardrobe. We have 0 problems with being able to hang up clothes we have. You know, we have some storage down at the bottom, our little exercise mat, and some baskets up here you can put other things, but it works for us. In winter, we're going to be traveling winter into cold places, which we don't do too much of, but if we did, We'll go get coats out of our storage unit. We have heavier coats, or we put some away when it gets hot, just to give us a little bit more room. We don't have to carry around clothes if we don't need it. So we generally have a rule too, at least I do, that I like to stick to, and that is if I'm gonna buy one thing new, if I'm gonna get a new t-shirt, I gotta get rid of a t-shirt. Otherwise you just keep growing t-shirts. That's my rule. If I get a shirt, I gotta get rid of a shirt. Just like when I got rid of my old flannel shirt, I got this new one. You've seen that before. Okay. Welcome to our bathroom, if you will. It's small. If you're a big person, you're a tall person, this might be tight for you. Just to give you an example, let's sit on our baño. This is the toilet area, and when the door is closed, your legs are here and you're close. It's not a lot of space. So, and it's a little tiny sink, and you don't have a lot of counter space, but it does have plenty of space up in the top for storage. So if a bathroom this size is not big enough for you, this might not work for you. For us, it's totally fine. It's one of those things you just get used to. It works great for us. Tammy says, why be negative? The good thing is you can actually brush your teeth and go to the toilet at the same time. For some people, this could be an issue. For us, it's not. I am 5'9". I used to say I'm 5'10". I'm 5'9", and this shower here is pretty small. They give you this one little area here where you can step your foot back and gives you a little more room. You can't like open your elbows here or anything like that. It's tiny, especially when you close the door. We also have a shower curtain that helps from water getting outside of the shower. That's something we'll explain to you later. But if you're a person that's that much taller than me, your head's gonna hit. And people have mentioned that to us. Yeah, my husband's 6'3", my husband's 7 foot tall. And there's just no way we can be in that shower. And I understand that could be an issue. For us, it works totally fine.
This is our bedroom. The reason why we picked a 27-foot versus the 25-foot was because we wanted to be able to have a walk-around bed. The really nice thing too about the 27-foot is that it has end tables. I know some people like the 28-foot because it has like an extra wardrobe, but I really feel like the open space just makes the bedroom feel pretty roomy. Underneath the end table, they actually have little storage compartments. We each have our own storage up here, so I can put some extra clothes here. The whole bed lifts up and we have storage underneath the bed. Even has room for my little laundry basket over here in the corner. And we also have a TV. We'll stay in our kids' houses and different things like that. And we come back to our bed and we're just like, oh, I'm so happy to be back and it's so comfy. Our Airstream bed is so comfy. We love this space.
One of our favorite items that we have in our Airstream is our Berkey. This is fantastic. We actually probably fill this up at least once a day, and it gives you about that much water, about a gallon or maybe a little bit more. We use it for our coffee and everything else. Ultimately, it gives you really good, clean tasting water, and we love our Berkey. This is how we do our water. And the benefit of having this as opposed to buying gallons of water or jugs of water all the time is basically that. You don't have to have all those plastic containers. Where are you going to put them when you're driving along? And what do? You dispose of these plastic items all the time, and they either go into the garbage or you can recycle them, but it's just a big waste of space.
So this is the newest addition to the Airstream. It is actually a heater and a fan. The great thing about it, it shows you the temperature of the room and you can set it to a specific temperature. And it's really small, which I really like. Usually we have a portable heater that we travel with plus a fan, takes up too much space, where this is kind of like an all-in-one. The great thing about this is we use this instead of our propane furnace. We figure we're at a campground, we're plugged in, electricity is free. The nice thing about this, it's very quiet. So when it turns on and off to keep the room at temperature, you don't even hear it. That's one thing that Derek really likes about it, because the other one was super annoying to him.
Keeps me awake all night, clicking on, click off, click on and off. This one's great. So that's our Airstream. We love it. It works perfectly for us. Fits perfectly for us, and it's very comfortable. We just wanted to show you the possibilities that it may or may not work for you. Again, this is not the only Airstream. They have ones that are larger, that have bunks. They have ones with larger showers, with more couch space and
more counter space.
More counter space. We just wanted to show you what ours is like. And ours would be probably middle ground because they have them smaller, they have them bigger, so we're right there in the middle. We hope you liked the video. We so much thank you for following us along. And if you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And like I always say, take care of yourself, be safe, and peace.
Peace.